Landlord decided to kick out a tenant with a beautiful garden that the person had planted himself, and use the garden to increase rent? Well, get fucked, bitch, by userandom. Found this subreddit through the click, thanks dude. This isn't mine, I found it on Twitter and decided to share it here, cause it fits quite well. Friend is being kicked out of his flat that has a garden because the landlord wants to charge much higher rent. Friend has carefully removed every single thing he planted. Landlord, it's worth more with all the fucking plants, how am I meant to get more rent now? The best bit is that he wanted until landlord had taken loads of photos of the garden for the advert, had people round to view and been told contracts have been signed by the new tenants. Who are expecting a beautiful garden, as opposed to the bare patch of dirt that now exists. Muting this because lots of you seem to really love landlords and some of you think I should chastise my actual friend who is being kicked out of his home specifically so the landlord can make more cash. Cracked. Cr. Charlotte, on TWT. Europe is now cancelled, by USCR 97N89. You really never realize something is gonna go on as long as it does, until you look back. 2 YRS ago, I was given a new to me phone number, when I purchased a cell phone. Immediately, I was bombarded by friends, family and collection agents of the previous owner of the number, not the phone. They were all looking for the same woman, by name. First couple of months, I answered that that person must have changed their number, that I just got this number with a new phone. No harm no foul. But, it hasn't stopped. And I found out why, she is still giving out this number. One day, she logged into her, name redacted, coffee app, and it sent this phone the sign-up code. I bounced to it and logged in with the code. The account had her email address. Finally, I can let her know what's going on and hopefully stop this crap. I used that info to contact her. I told her, I'm sure she didn't mean any harm, but it's become ridiculous. Please stop giving out this number. She replied that I'm some kind of stalker freak. I replied that if she continues to give out my number, I will cancel every appointment that comes across, and tell family she died, and tell creditors where to find her. She blocked my email. I figured, all is well if she stops. She didn't. Okay. Bet. A month ago, her application for a school was cancelled. Today, her dental appointment for Thursday was cancelled. Stop sending your crap to my number. I plan to finally change this number when I get a personal issue resolved. But honestly, I'm low-key enjoying this. And, she's still giving out the number so. Edit so, I had someone warning me that I was gonna go to federal prison for 25 years for this. Guys, I'm only reacting to her actions. It is easily provable, with the email I have, and the dates that she continues to give out this number, that she is the harasser. If she goes to a new DR, and gives this number, that's harassment to me. Writing AC to reply to a text is not a federal crime. Chill. Edit 2. I'm tired and was just venting, cause the final straw happened today. To those of you saying this likely didn't happen. Seriously? I guess all the commenters are liars, too. Can we all just get along? Not everything is a conspiracy. I'm going to bed. Y'all keep fighting the bad guys and number team FCK Rocco. Dear Disney, I would like to report someone for copyright infringement, by user OK_mood_2109. The solar eclipse is happening in my city. I bought a pack of 20 glasses for $25. I kept 4 for my family and selling the other 16. I posted them on Facebook for $5 for one pair. I know I wouldn't get $5 but it gives room for people to haggle. The goal is to make my money back. One person got really angry, calling me a scammer and saying I'm trying to take advantage of other because the big box stores are selling them for $2. When I told that person that nobody is forced to buy them from me and once you include taxes my PS is just a $1 and some change. I don't know how I'm taking advantage of someone over $1, and that's if I sell a pair for $5. She still insults me and then makes her own post about me on the community watch calling me all sorts of names. I saw that this person sells on ETSE. She sells Disney and Marvel cups and ornaments. She uses a label machine to make them, she said so herself on an older Facebook post. She does a lot of copyright characters and logos from several big name companies. I saw that Disney has an email where you can report copyright infringement, so I emailed them with a link to her ETSE store along with photos of the items she sells and giving them basic information such as her name, what city she lives in, and phone number. She had it public on Facebook. I don't know if Disney will actually do anything, but it still makes me happy. I plan to email the other companies as well, such as all the major sporting teams, Nintendo, etc. I wasn't breaking the law selling an item for $1 more compared to my competitors, but you were breaking the law by using characters and logos you didn't have the right to. Next tenant was cheap, wanted my stuff for nearly nothing. She didn't get to keep anything, by user steadfast dharma. This happened several years ago. I rented from a social housing society, in the Netherlands. Over here the renter is responsible for flooring, wallpaper, or paint, gardening themselves. I had taken great care and great pride in both decorating the house and growing a beautiful garden. When I moved, I talked with the next tenant to see what she wanted to keep. But for a price, of course. That's how things are over here. But she was cheap and refused to agree upon a reasonable price for the lot. I got the feeling she gambled I was not able to remove the lot anyway. She gambled wrong. I gathered a bunch of friends and within 2 days everything was gone. Bare concrete floors. Bare concrete walls. Bare old dirty wooden stairs. The minimal kitchen. And the garden was just an empty, flat, black soil wasteland. Everything was gone, including the 3x5m wooden shed. The fence at the very back, gone. All the nice tiles, plants and flowers, bushes, and a pear tree, gone. I was very pleased when I closed the door of that house behind me one final time. Later I heard from a friend who lived a couple of houses down the road from that house, that the new lady was upset with how she found the place, but there was nothing she could do about it. Well, perhaps the lady learned a thing. Scammer almost got me. So I created 2 Google Voice numbers and called them back non-stop, by user Starbucks__lovers. I'm a new dad. I'm sleep deprived and just feel sluggish all the time. After dropping my baby off with her grandparents, I saw an invoice on my email for $450 that I never paid to Norton Antivirus. It had a phone number to call. So, I called it. As soon as I called, I realized it was a scam, but it sure as heck aggravated me. I pretended to be scammed up until the point where I'd give my computer control to the scammers, which took a good 10 minutes. I spoke to Melvin after that. I told him he's a dumb scammer and he yelled at me. So, I realized the number was still there. I have 2 Google Voice accounts I don't use anymore that I had for a prior job, so I called them. I kept calling. I kept asking for Melvin. Sometimes, I'd get a new guy who didn't know my game. Fortunately, I didn't have anything urgent at work that day, so I kept calling. I called and called and called. At some point, one of the gentlemen let out an exasperated sigh, saying, "Oh my God, it's you again." I didn't relent. I kept calling. I called over and over and over and over again. I told as many of them as possible that their mothers are ashamed of them. I told them that their lives are wastes. I kept calling and calling until I actually had work to do, and so I stopped. Today, I woke up and called the number. Today, they were PayPal. I got Melvin again. We chatted before he told me to fuck off. I called again. I kept calling non-stop for about 30 minutes. After an hour break, I tried calling again. Immediately blocked on all my numbers. I grabbed a family member's phone. Immediately disconnected. I win. It was a small, insignificant battle, but I won. No one can call that number anymore. Until next time.